excuses as to why they can't garden. Oh, I don't have green thumb, I have a brown thumb. Oh, I don't have a garden, I live in an apartment. Oh, there's a dog. Well, anyway, I just wanted to show you that here I am in the Amalfi Coast, which is known for its stunning beauty, but I want to also tell you it's known for its very harsh growing conditions, and it's not flat. So here I came upon a hilltop garden. That's right. Look at this. You know what that is? Oh, I'm going to show you. Because there's the beautiful sea, and look at all those, there's a bazillion steps. That's only part of them. But this is a gorgeous zucchini vine. Look at those. Here, I'm going to show you. These are beautiful squash blossoms that cost an arm and a leg when you buy them. But look, this gardener, and see there's some squash up there. This gardener has this growing as a vine. So there's no reason that anybody can't, with a little bit of patience, a little bit of watching it. So you need, what do you need to grow things? You need water, and you need sun, and you need growing medium, which is a fancy term for dirt. But I promise you that even in the most crazy conditions, you can grow things. I've seen people grow herbs and tomatoes and zucchini like that, and paper bags, well, trash cans really, that are inside trash cans. Metal, plastic. I've seen them in old tires, so you can use a wide variety of containers. You don't spend a lot of money. And, oh, sorry for the huffing and puffing. Like I said, I'm going up 8,000 steps. So don't be put off by the fact that you don't have a perfect garden or perfect garden space. Because look, here's just a random zucchini that was harvested. I want to show you how big this is. Look, there's my foot. So these folks are growing tomatoes right here. And I'm huffing and puffing because I've walked up about 500 steps already. You can't even see how high up we are. But it is beautiful. And look, this has been tilled. So there's actually some lemon balm in the middle. Look, there's some zucchini over there, some more squash, pumpkin. And this is a gorgeous morning. The roosters have already called. Cock-a-doodle dude. And now I'm continuing to go up. I want to show you. So there's some olive trees right there. And literally, look, these are potatoes that are grown here. Oh, there's Doggy. Hello, dog. I saw you yesterday. You were running around the... Oh, that's the welcome. I think I'm on the street still. We'll find out. Yeah. Here we go. See, look, more steps. More steps and up. So, just to show you, that's how far up we are. Look, there's some, you see there? Purple, those are old sunflowers, I believe. Oh, poor doggy. Doggy might bark at me again. So don't be put off by thinking, oh, there's some old arugula. Don't be put off by thinking that you need the perfect garden space or a lot of money or a lot of time. Some of the easiest things to grow are, in fact, what I just said, thyme. Thyme and rosemary are two of the easiest herbs to grow. They do super well in pots. You don't need tons and tons of water. More squash blossoms. You can also, depending upon your climate, look, we're all in different zones. I live in the Mediterranean here in Spain, well, in Italy now, but in Spain, we have a zone that's probably about like 6 or 7 in the United States. So that's what you want to do. We talk about different zones. That means that you need to go to a local garden center, or you can look online and find out what the name or the number of the zone where you live is. Because that's going to give you a number. And it's going to talk about, in general, the sun conditions. It won't talk about your soil because that's too determinate by individual conditions. But the sun is going to be determining what your zone is. And a little bit, it's going to find out how much water you'll need. But remember, the 3 things you need to grow things are light, water, and the growing medium. The growing medium, again, is the dirt or the soil. So that's what you can change. So that, you know, when people are growing things here, they're putting them in the ground. But the thing that's easiest to do is to change the soil, because if you grow something in pots, 100% is what you choose. Obviously, you can't control how much sun that your house gets or your apartment gets, but you can control where you put your plants in your garden. You know, everybody gets sometimes morning sun or afternoon sun or full sun. So, or some people get 100% shade. So you just have to, that's the nice thing about pots. They're mobile and movable. So you can move them around your garden, your terrace. And you know, some people actually bring their plants in the afternoon. I know that's a little bit of work, but some people bring them in the winter. So they might put them on their terrace in the summer, spring, and then it's too cold, they'll bring them inside. I know people that do that with their lemons. Buongiorno. There's my nice friend. So it's super important to, so the other thing, water's more interesting and easier. Buongiorno. Water is easier to add as well. You know, some people have huge gardens and they have to rely upon Mother Nature's water and just what falls from rain. But if you have a smaller garden, of course, you can use a hose or you can use your own type of watering system, whatever you choose. So again, light, water, and dirt. Easy peasy. So just figure out, you know, your budget. I suggest going to a gardening center. And oh, look at the gorgeous morning glories up there. I want to show you. Now look at this vista. Ooh. It's hard to see, but I'm going to show you. The town's waking up. So go to your local garden center. Meet with people. Do some research. Maybe start off with a couple of herbs. That's the easiest and the most economical. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. See, everyone's waking up. The mode of transportation is definitely scooters, because look at this, there's so many switchbacks and it's so hilly. See, way down there, it's hard to see, is the street, 400 steps up here. So it's quite incredible and quite beautiful. But once again, so look, this is a ficus tree, so this is not edible. But you can see the people here are using what they have. There's some herbs there, some beautiful hibiscus. They have lots of, here's some bougainvillea. So the hibiscus we do use in class. There's an Australian hibiscus, which is delicioso. There's probably off to work. Oh, we'll go down this way. Okay. And down. Now maybe I'll go this way. See, the modus operandi, the modus of transportation here is Vespas. Best way to go. But you can see lots of rocks, super duper steep inclinations. See, look, steps, and more steps all the way down. So there's no, but again, don't be afraid, because look up there, see that person up there? Look at all those pots that person has. Tons of containers. And that way you can check. Look, if you overwater a plant one day, make sure you have good drainage. That's super duper important. You need drainage so the water will not sit and literally choke and drown your plants. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. So gorgeous. See how these plants are so resilient and they just grab on. Oh, here's some citrus I'm going to show you. So down there, I can't get any closer, but those are, it looks like those are limes. It's actually the end of citrus season right now, but they do harvest all year round with some plants. Some citrus trees, look at that, will produce fruit all year round, and some are just about once or twice a year. So that's important to find out from your garden center which variety you're buying. Citrus does really well in pots, but you can also put them in the ground. More olive trees. And look at that. Stunning. So I implore you. So now look, this is a garden. Look at this. This is literally just a barrier at the side of the road. And this is a little pot. It's really just a bunch of dirt. And then this is delicious mint. So right there, no reason to not have, look at that altitude. Amazing. Hilltop gardens anywhere. Buongiorno. So, no reason that you can't grow. And here's the little town where I am, in case you ever want to come. It's beautiful. It's called Praiano. And they have all this. You can do windsurfing. Look at this. They have little grottos. And then they have, it's pretty amazing. They have holes cut into the mountain for various buses and walkers. And look, back to gardening. There's rosemary. Oh, this is not edible. More ornamental, as we say. So typically you'd have plants that are either edible or ornamental. Edible means just that. You can eat it. But you can mix and match. Actually, the two of them together are quite wonderful. Here's actually an old Nisbro that wasn't harvested. Look, there's going down. So they actually, oh, the cars, look at that. Lots of steps. Oh, and look at that poor gentleman. He has to bring up all those drinks on that hand cart. Whew. So now I start my descent down. And I will implore you once again, look at those beautiful containers. Start off slowly. Start off maybe with just a few pots. Try your hand. Like I said, talk to the garden center. Find out what they recommend. Actually, that's the best thing. Go and talk to the people who work at the garden center. They'll tell you what's the easiest thing because they know. They're literally the experts. You know, walk around. Don't be rushed. Have plenty of time. Maybe do a little research beforehand, but then go and see what is growing super duper easily in your area. You'll be amazed at how much you can grow. Ooh. So I'm going to sign off for now, but I tell you that it's not that hard. You can grow your own plants. You can grow your own herbs. You can grow vegetables. You know, beans grow in pots. I've seen cucumbers. The sky is the limit. It's not as hard as you might think. It's not as expensive as you might think. But it is super duper satisfying. I can't tell you how rewarding it is when you make a salad that has tomatoes or herbs or anything out of your own garden. Believe me, there's so much satisfaction. It's delicious. Obviously, it's healthy. It's contaminant free, so, right, no chemicals. And you've harvested, and also you had less shopping you had to do. So how great is that? So I'm going to sign off from the Amalfi Coast in Praiano, and I hope that any of you makes your own container garden or gardening in your backyard. And as always, thanks for watching. Remember to keep posting comments, questions, just insightful comments or anything that you believe will be good. Because remember, we're still running our contest. The whole month of July, 250 euros goes to the winner. So at the end of July, you have to subscribe to this channel. And at the end of July, staff will look at all the comments that have been made in all the videos. And the best comment, the most insightful, the most creative, the funniest, the one that makes us all laugh, the one that's most ingenious, that person will win 250 euros. So maybe it's you. You can't win if you don't enter. So subscribe to this channel and post your comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.